But I'll tell you what I do know. I know that AFC Richmond, like any team I've ever coached, is going to go out there and give you everything they got for all 4 quarters. What's that?
2
Oh, right, sorry. Halves, yeah. They're going to give you everything they got for 2 halves, win or lose.
or tie.
Right, y'all do ties here. Sorry, that's going to take some getting used to for me, okay? Because back where I'm from, you try to end the game in a tie, well, that might as well be the first sign of the apocalypse.
Okay, let's get this out of the way nice and early. 5 preemptive sins for calling soccer football.
Ladies and gentlemen, comedy. Seriously, who the fuck laughed at that?
Mrs. Mannion. Excuse me, Miss Welton.
If there is one last name you must not, under any circumstances, get wrong, it's the last name of your recently cheated on and divorced boss.
Discount Jeremy is either purposefully or accidentally missing the point that this is a joke, and either way, it's a sin.
One Theodore Ted Lasso.
If the guy's name is Theodore and he goes by Ted, just call him Ted.
You know, I thought it was obvious that he was using Ted's full name and then using his nickname as a clarification of the newly introduced coach, but I guess if you're scraping the bottom of the barrel for sins, there's a lot you're gonna misunderstand.
At first, I was thinking about not sleeping, then I was thinking about not sleeping. That's never good.
What a coincidence, because I was just thinking about how much Jason Sudeikis sounds like he's doing a Foghorn Leghorn impression here.
And if it's funny, it's not a sin. And if you didn't think this is funny, fuck you.
I had no idea that in England, the sidewalk is meant for people and cars?
This is the entrance to the building, meaning that this area is specifically meant for cars to drop people off in front of the entrance.
These Victorian-era headmasters, all they wanted to do was get the boys to stop masturbating, so they invented a sport where the boys wouldn't use their hands at all, and they thought that might do the trick.
This makes no sense as an anti-masturbatory tactic. Surely you want a sport that will keep their hands occupied.
Discount Jeremy takes things too literally cliche.
Is the coach looks out longingly at the empty playing service cliche international law now?
All I'm gonna say here is that this is not a cliche.
How do you take your tea?
Pollinated, preferably, so this setup is perfect, with the drooping flowers dropping their seasonal bullshit directly into the teaware.
It could be a fake plant. Actually, if you look closely at it, you can't see any water in the vase, so it most likely is fake.
He looks like a good time.
That's my ex-husband.
Well, good times aren't always a good time, I've found.
No, Ted, good times are a good time, and good times that are not a good time are called bad times.
Skip.
Look at this yank.
English pubs are the OG YouTube comment section.
Discount Jeremy sends something he likes cliche.
Won the league last year.
So the media devolves to screaming out various questions, which builds tension just as the writers intended. But why would the journalists want to play the what does he know game at all? Ted started off by saying,
You could fill 2 internets with what I don't know about football.
so none of this should be a surprise.
They're obviously just testing him to see if he really doesn't know shit, or if he does know some shit.
Now, Coach Lasso may not have the CV that you all find acceptable.
CVs. Yes, I know it's an English thing, but more and more I'm hearing Americans use CV instead of resume like it's some sort of fancy word upgrade.
Dude, what the fuck is this sin? He admits that they're called CVs in England, but then goes on some random tangent about Americans calling them CVs. What the fuck?
We look forward to seeing you all at our next match with Crystal Palace.
Cheese and Pinch's Crystal Palace, who do they represent, Narnia?
Discount Jeremy makes a pop culture reference that isn't a sin of the episode cliche.
See, my ex-husband truly loved only one thing his entire life. This club. And Ted Lasso is going to help me burn it to the ground.
This seems like a lot of effort to exact revenge on a cheating spouse. Wouldn't it be quicker and easier to literally just burn the club down? If Richmond is in the Premier League, the worst that can happen is they get demoted to a lower league, and that will take the entire season. It could take years before the team is truly forced to close down.
Yes, and that's the point. If she tears the club down slowly, over time, it will hurt her ex-husband that much more. Think about it in terms of torture. The longer it lasts, the worse it is.
I want him to feel like he's been in the arse with a splintered cricket bat.
I'd recommend calling Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Skip.
Holy smokes, did you see that?
In what way is this half-back flip kick better than catching the ball, controlling it, and then shooting? Yeah, looks cool, but isn't the point to get the ball thingy inside the net thingy?
Do you not understand the fact that Ted is an American football coach and has never seen or known anything about real football? If he sees something that looks cool, he's gonna react to it.
Rumor has it if you say Gradarius Firmus Victoria 3 times while rubbing a stamp and drinking a cup of tea, the Queen of England herself will appear and butter your crumpets.
Hey, TV Sins, which of the following is this sin? Is it legitimate criticism? No. Is it satirical? No. Is it funny? No. Therefore, why did you keep it in the video?
Although popular throughout the second half of the 20th century, the black and white style soccer ball pictured here hasn't been widely used in professional or international soccer since 2006.
Holy shit, why the fuck are you sending a picture that was drawn by a little kid for his dad? Is this really what the CinemaSins writers have come to?
Come on, man. Don't be a sleep cop.
Script does not continue with, sorry, I had a warrant out for your arrest. And that's a sin.
Satire, comedy.
I don't pop Zans, look, I don't do drugs, no way. I don't do hate, that's you. I'm all about love, I am. I don't do pills, nope. Man, I don't do drugs, no way. I don't got hate, that's you. But I've had enough.